So, I was back here at the shop a few hours ago, 2 hours ago, and I directly got to working that honestly I just forgot to film anything. I don't know, I got carried away honestly. Well, anyways, let me show you so far what I've done. So let's start first with the hood locks. So the first thing we have is the hood locks right here. So there's this side and this side. So we have these small hood pins that go over here. They're push locks. It's the same ones I use on the S13. They're plenty strong, these small ones, to be used in the back, but not that strong to be used in the front, on the hood. But anyways, we have those here, so that's done. Brackets done. I then started off with making the brackets that basically, the rods that basically hold the fender in place. Since we are cutting all the structure from the inside, these fenders in the back, they usually tend to like rock in and do all kinds of weird shit. So in order for that not to happen, I'm putting these thick D2 rods in there. So they're 10 mm thick and they're solid steel. They're plenty strong. And it just tucks in over here. That's it. It's not really welded on or anything like that. You don't want it to be welded on, but it will just hold the fender from like rocking around. So this works pretty well. I have the same setup done on my 350Z, and it's been there for years. These are plenty strong. Just make sure that when you weld them in, that you put a plate in the back and you weld it on. Then you poke it through. You weld it on the inside, and then you also weld it on the outside. So it basically becomes part of the inner structure and not just something that you just welded on. If you do that, it'll never come apart. You can basically flex this and bend it into shape and it will never come apart. If you just weld it from the inside, then it's not gonna work. They're just gonna fall off when they take a hit. This will never fall off, guaranteed. So this is done, that's done. Almost 40 minutes into just this panel, so I had to close up all these holes. And this is right at the tire, so the water can find its way into the car from here, and then we'd start running into water, getting stuck inside and stuff. So I wanted to get this out of the way. So this side is done. You guys already saw this rod on this side, and then I did this on this side, and this took time because when I started grinding away in order to clear some metal from paint, I discovered that this car had an accident on this side. So this was full of body filler, and there was a crack right there. And whoever fixed this car, instead of repairing the crack, they just filled it up with filler. So welding over here was very tricky because it seems like they grinded on the metal and it was very thin, so I had to drop the voltage a lot in order to weld it in place. So this part is pretty flimsy, but I reinforced it a bit with a couple of welds here and there, so it should be stronger. All right, so I think that's it for me today. The bottom seat harness rings thingies, put them, and then I just welded them from two sides, each of them. They really, some people don't even weld them in place, but just in case. So I have it welded in place. What else did I do? I finished closing the other side, so all the holes on the other side are done.
about this and you can repeat and this well.
Okay guys, so today is Tuesday, second day working of the day of the week, and we got more progress going on. Ziad's over here because he's going over the engine that I built, which used to be a spare for the 350, but it is now gonna be the engine that we're gonna be running on the 370. So I'm just doing minor changes to it. Let me show you guys what's being done. So this engine just had regular MLS head gaskets on it, and we pulled them out, and we're running now Athena ring head gaskets in order to hold a bit more boost. This engine is slightly higher in compression than the engine that's on the 350. We're targeting roughly 700 to 800 on low boost to the wheels, and then we don't want to go past 900. Like, we want to 100% stay under 900. So 750 is going to be a sweet spot for me. I think it's perfect. As on the car, we have the windshield temporary just in place, just taped on, because Wissam has been working today on mounting the dashboard. He also sanded down the tunnel over here. Fabricator's coming in a little bit to do some fabrication and welding on the car. So I was saying that we're gonna be running the S15 dash because I have the mold for this already, and it's because it's very easy to mount anything you want with this dash. So all your electronics can go underneath. It's easy to access them. I don't have to mount any switches on it. We can put the switch directly on the tunnel. And it's pretty small and easy to get in and out of the car if you ever need to take it off. So we mount them on with just these simple 2 tabs on the end, and that's it pretty much. So that's why I decided to run it. Plus I really like how it looks. So yeah, so we're gonna get to mounting this now. They're finishing up the engine. They're done with the head gaskets, just putting on the rocker arms, and then this engine would be ready to be dropped in. We just gotta switch the oil pans, and we gotta switch the valley cover and the valve covers and stuff, but pretty much it's ready. Okay guys, we're back at the shop. So I've been busy at work, so I haven't passed by, but I just came back from work just to check on a few things today. We're gonna be doing the mounts for the dashboard. So we had to put everything in here to get everything checked properly. And we have a big issue that's really bothering me. So this pipe right here is not gonna work with our seat. We'd either have to change the seat or change the pipe. So I did a few checks, and turns out that this isn't necessary actually. So we're gonna cut it out because it's just, the seat is not, it's not gonna work. It's too tight. Like, this is as far back as I can go, and I need to go back at least till here. So this isn't gonna work. So we're gonna cut off the pipe, but in the meantime, we're able to check the height of the dashboard. This dashboard is giving us a hard time to sit in this car. It really is not designed to work with the 370. But I think for now it's gonna do the job. I'm not really happy with it, but it's gonna do the job. So it's fine. I was expecting a better fit, but again, it's just how the lines are on this dashboard is a lot different than on the 370. So The angles don't really match. But again, it looks nice. It's gonna look nice once we have everything attached and solid in place. Let's see, it needs to move back a little bit, and then I think we'll be in business. They got quite a lot done yesterday, but I had to leave for some family stuff. So what we have is these two holes are closed, and we left an opening obviously for our lines to pass through. Firewall has been cleaned up, the welds smoothened out, so it looks nice. All the welding around is done, so firewall is 100% sealed up, and also the walls towards the outside, the firewalls towards the outside are also sealed up. We have a brace that's gonna go somewhere right here, so we're waiting on the tubes for that. We ordered them and they're a bit late. We put the differential in place so that we can put our radiator. So today we're gonna be doing the radiator mounts. The radiator's done from the machine shop. So literally in the back, all we have is this and the radiator mounts. And then there's a little bit welding left over here. That's really pissing me off, that pipe. You see the one right here. Same thing over there. We gotta remove that, and it's really bothering me, but we gotta do it. The bracket for the handbrake is here, so we're gonna have to shift the handbrake a little bit to one side, because right now it's too far to that side. Okay guys, so we're jumping into big things right now. A lot of things being tested at the same time. We were just trying to make this thing work. Yeah, so stock brace won't work, supercharger is too high, so we're gonna make our own brace later on. So we're saying, we're test fitting the engine finally. Everything around the engine seems to clear well. We're using our fueled racing mounts and oil pan.
Papa, ice cream and toys.
Okay, ice cream and toys. Son is here with me. We're just passing by to check on the work. But anyways, yeah, so engine is in, just test fitting, making sure that it clears everything, seems to be good. We can't put on our transmission because we don't have the correct bolts, so we'll get that tomorrow to get it checked. It should be fine. And dashboard is going in a bit. We're gonna be doing the mounts that hold it in place. Try these. So they'll weld it in from the bottom in a bit. We made our own seat mounts because the Z1 ones are very stupid. They have 8mm holes, and all aftermarket seats come with 10mm holes, so I don't know why they did that. But anyways, so we scanned them and then we made our own ones in 10mm holes. Bob did that. And now in a bit they're going to be mounting the battery because it doesn't clear anymore with the bigger tunnel. And then in the back they're putting in the radiator. So this is the rad that Ziad came up with the big Mercedes fan. And we put the diff in place so we can make sure that it clears the differential. So it's a tight fit, but it seems like it's gonna clear all around nicely. And I really like the fit. I was a bit skeptical about how the fan will mount, but it came out looking good. انت engineer? Bob, هلا انت engineer? Viking? Yeah, so hopefully all the fabrication is going to be done today, and all that's left is that they're going to do the V on top for the roof, because the American specs stuff, whatever, they don't use it, but we have to use it. So, oh, and that, wait, let me zoom in. So that over there is going to have to be cut out tomorrow because it will not clear the seat. So I'm a bit annoyed about that, but it is what it is. It's all Wissam's fault. He welded in that piece and now he has to cut it out. It's my fault. I should have checked, but I honestly never thought that this would contact the seat because it looks like there's a lot of room, but there isn't. I think we kind of covered a lot of stuff in this video, so I'm gonna call it an end and see you guys in the next episode.